Alright, folks, I just got done watching Fantastic Four, First Step, and, or First Steps, and I thought it was fine for what it was. I mean, in terms of what the best Fantastic Four film is, to me, probably The Incredibles, even though it's not, actually, that property. But, I do like the reboot, the 2015 reboot, Sue Me. I like it. I thought it was decent for what it was. I do think it needed more action than what it had. I thought they did Doom pretty cool in it. They made him pretty menacing in the hallway scene anyway. The final fight was, what it was. The Tim Story, duo movies, the two movies, they're fine for what they are, yeah, people were very disappointed with in Rise of the Silver Surfer with Galactus as a fart cloud. It never bothered me because I always thought the look of the character looks goofy and stupid anyway. I was never really a big fan. I like the Fantastic Four. Well, I'm not an expert on, like, I never read any of the comics, but I like the movies. Which I guess a lot of people will say, "Oh, that's a bad reputation. That's a bad that's a bad representation of them." Well, I like them anyway. This one, it tries to be more space sci-fi oriented. I mean, it's Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and the Thing face their most daunting challenge yet as they defend Earth from Galactus and Silver Surfer, even though they don't call her Silver Surfer in this. Although I think they make a joke, like she hovers on a surfboard or silverboard or whatever. A lot of people were, before this movie even came out, were all up in arms. Oh, it's gonna be woke because Sue Storm's gonna be the head of the team, and the men characters are going to be sidelined. That's not the case at all in this. Like that, I'll say they juggled the characters pretty well in it for what they had to do. The acting's not bad from anyone really. I liked the dynamic between the four. They're more of a family duo, or fatal four or whatever, foursome quartet, as opposed to Tim Story's versions of, Ben and Johnny bickering at each other, which I did like. That was missing from this a bit. They do it a little tiny bit, but not a lot like the others. You do get a sense of friendship between Ben and Reed. And Johnny's even, like, more smart in this one than he was in the other earlier movies, which I don't know if he's like that in the comics, if he's, a womanizer and he's smart a bit. He's not as smart as Reed, but he does try, which I appreciate. They try to do something different with him. Ben, I mean, his story's the same pretty much. He mopes, although he's pretty more mellow in this one. He's not really depressed in his appearance, but you get hints of it, small parts of it. Sue Storm and Reed's relationship I thought was really good. I like their dynamic. They do really care for each other. Now, the look at the Galactus, I mean, he was decent. He was alright. I actually didn't mind him in this one. In terms of, this is his very first on-screen debut on the big screen, so, I guess I would say this is the best representation of him. In terms of, I guess, unless you count the cartoons. But I thought, his whole thing of he wants Sue and Reed's baby. Because I guess in the comics, Franklin is like a god, basically, being, or celestial being, or whatever they're called in Marvel Universe. But yeah, they pretty much, the whole movie is basically, they don't want to give up their baby. Galactus is coming to Earth. He wants to eat it. but he'll spare Earth if they give him Franklin. They don't want to do it, so pretty much they go to war with him. I did like the first scene they have with when they meet Galactus. I like that scene where they first meet him. They try to talk to him, talk him down to maybe sparing Earth. I did like the whole Silver Surfer and Johnny's little back and forth. It's not a lot, but what they do, I thought was okay. I do like the look of the Silver Surfer. Oh, she's female. What the? Yeah. So she's voiced or played by Julia Garner, who was in Wolfman, which, you know, whatever. I did a review on that movie if you want to know what my thoughts are on that movie. She was in also Rosemary's Baby, the prequel, what was it? Apartment A or 7A or whatever. Which was, I just saw that. I do want to review that. So that review should be maybe coming out. Maybe I'll get to it eventually, if I don't forget. But yeah, overall, this movie, even the ending, I thought was decent. I don't know how strong, I'm not sure how strong Sue Storm's powers in terms of her invincibility or shield powers. Apparently she can, I guess she has telekinesis as well, because she's able to move stuff with her shield, but also her mind, I guess. Because she's able to, like, you know, go to toe-to-toe with Galactus a bit, which, okay. Granted, I guess it's because, you know, the baby's in danger, so her motherly instincts are kicking in, so, you know. But I also like the chase scene between the team and Silver Surfer, where they're trying to escape her in the ship, and she's just, you know, after them like the Terminator. Which she reminded me so much of in this movie. Like, she looks like a Terminator. A surfing Terminator. Which sounds pretty cool to me. But, yeah, it's edited well. The look of it's fine. I mean, a lot of people are gushing over, oh, this movie looks beautiful. I'm like, it's a Marvel movie. It's supposed to look, you know, like $1 million. Like, it shouldn't look any other way. I'm not giving it brownie points for the look of it. The budget was 200 plus million, or yeah. So I guess they spent it on, you know, reshoots as well, possibly. And I saw an article or somewhere apparently there's deleted scenes and there's no director's cut possible to be released. I'm like, why? Because some people are like pointing out stuff where, oh, some character development should have been added in. This should have been a 2-hour movie instead of a 1 hour. Because it goes by really fast once you get, you know, Galactus in the plot. It goes by really fast. Again, the ending's fine. The ending final scene, the post-credit scene with Doom, which I don't know what Marvel's doing. I know they're doing a Doomsday thing, but I don't know how that's going to play into, you know, this whole thing. I guess apparently in this universe, this is an alternate, you know, universe with Fantastic Four. I guess they're the only heroes in this universe. There's like no Iron Man, there's no Thor, there's no Captain America. It's just them all over the world, I guess. They go around and save whoever or fight whatever. I mean, okay, but and it's also, I guess, it takes place in like the retro 60s, mid 60s, I guess, or early 60s, which was fine, you know. I guess that's the origin of the team. They're really a 60s group. The director of this, he also worked on WandaVision, and he did some stuff with Games of Thrones, apparently. Matt Shakman, I don't know how to say his name. The Matt guy. I thought he did decent. His direction was pretty well done. I don't know how well this is gonna do at the box office in terms of Superman coming out, because I also want to review that. Though it does get a 7.4 on IMDb, so it's doing pretty well on Rotten Tomatoes as well, 86. So a lot of people either like it, but I don't know about the box office. I really don't. But yeah, overall, it's I don't really have any gripes with. I will say the one thing that was distracting me this whole well, not whole movie, but early on at the beginning was when they come into contact with the Silver Surfer at first, first contact. Sue Storm's pregnant. She's like showing, and they, instead of Johnny, Reed, and Thing going out to into space and trying to figure out what's going on, they decide to bring freaking Sue Storm aboard the ship on the mission. I'm like, but she's pregnant. Why are you bringing your pregnant wife, aboard? Why are you bringing her on this mission that she can the baby can be in danger of then? Like, you're putting your baby and your wife in danger, but granted, like, she has powers, so it's like, But even then, like, it kept bothering me. Like, she's pregnant. How about she stay back with the robot character, Herbie, which or Herbal, which I thought was a cute little robot. It was a cool little character. But yeah, I would say that's my one problem with the movie was the whole nonchalant, I'm gonna bring my pregnant wife on a dangerous mission to an alien planet, where we might go into battle, but okay. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what would have happened even if Galactus didn't, well, he probably would have sensed Franklin even when he arrived on Earth, so either way, I guess Franklin would have been in trouble anyway. But still, like, that was the one thing that bothered me well, not the whole time, but at the beginning phases. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a decent film. It's one of the better Fantastic Four films. It's one of the better Marvel films as well. I would say it's better than the Marvels, because at least this had more depth than the Marvels did. Because again, the Marvels, I liked elements of it, but they skidded around all the serious issues that were in that movie. In terms of loss and resentment and other character stuff that could have been put in when they don't really explore. So that was a missed opportunity film. But yeah, also that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, if anybody wants to request any content such as movie reviews, commentaries, audio commentaries, or reaction videos, let me know. You can hit me up in PayPal down below, or join my Patreon. You can also go to my BitChute channel. I also upload there earlier than YouTube. So yeah.